the reality is when you look at another human being and you judge them, that's a self-defeating behavior. Judgment, criticism, comparing, being competitive. To us, it's not right. It's not good, because then you get to a point where you get to the better than, and you get into the have-nots and the poor and the rich and the pretty and ugly, and there's this dualistic mindset that comes in where it just completely splits us from our reality. Because like for us, looking at another human being, doesn't matter what color they are, we're one. We cannot argue with that reality. It's no different from the trees, the earth. If we know that we're one, then why would we judge another human being for the color of their skin, or maybe what their ancestors did? And so that's a form of self-defeating behaviors that begin to multiply. You can have, say, separation. That's a self-defeating behavior, because if you feel that you're separate, well, then you'll never be one. You'll never be connected to Source. Your lips might offer that, but your heart is far from it. Because, you go and do these rituals and do this and do that and say, well, I love God, but yet I hate so-and-so because so-and-so did X, Y, and Z to me. It's a contradiction. So when we look at life without judgment, you're back in the innocent perception of the child. And that's the goal, is to get to that innocent perception of the child that doesn't have these character flaws, like fear or shame. That's a big one. Fear's a big one. Separation, when you feel separate and you're not connected, that can happen at an early age, in your first 7-year cycle, where, you're given up for adoption, or somebody says, oh, that kid's got jaundice, it looks really horrible, or, you're taking on all these personas that are coming from the outside in, and beginning to, what happens is you begin to put these circles around, or heart walls around the heart, because you take on somebody else's perception of who you are as a human being. So you take fear, for instance. Fear and excitement have the same frequency, but why do we coin it fear? If you coin it fear, then you're going to get more of it. Hurt. You look at people, say, that try to overcome hurt, and they try to be courageous, or this didn't affect me this way, I'm going to show you and prove it to you. Then the ego pokes its head out, and pride pokes its head out. And before you know it, you got a whole cornucopia of self-defeating behaviors. It's just sorting through it and figuring out, what's real and what's not. And that goes back to perception. When your perception is on, it's like, is that true or false? And when you look at the true or false concept, why don't you just take it as it is what it is, and I'm going to learn from it, rather than giving life to more of it.